Have you ever heard of someone being treated differently? Not because of who they are, but because of an illness that causes them to live in the shadow of something that they couldn't even control? In many South Asian communities, HIV/AIDS is more than just a health condition. It's a label, a judgment, and a shadow cast over someone's dignity. HIV/AIDS is a serious health issue in countries like India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Nepal. While organizations like NACP, United Nations AIDS, and the World Bank have helped fight the disease medically, what's often left unspoken is the stigma, the whispers, the shame, and the isolation. People living with HIV are shunned by relatives, denied jobs, and even refused care. In a society where topics like sex are taboo and education around it is minimal, myths spread faster than facts. Silence has become the threat greater than the virus itself. Imagine this. A young girl contracts HIV, not from poor choices, but from a blood transfusion. Instead of compassion, her family is pushed away. She's bullied at school, her parents lose their jobs, and no one will come near her. This is not fiction. This is a reality for thousands in South Asia today. The intersection of poverty, illiteracy, and conservatism has created a perfect storm of misinformation and fear. In another town, a married woman discovers she's HIV positive, not because she was reckless, because her husband never told her he was infected. The moment she tells her in-laws, they blame her. She's cast out of her home with her children, labeled as impure. She never gets a chance to tell her side. A teenage boy in a low-income area finds out he was born with the HIV virus. He's never kissed anyone, never had a girlfriend. Yet when someone finds out, rumors spread like wildfire. He drops out of school to avoid the scares. He dreams of being a doctor, but even in a hospital, he's treated like a threat. And then there's the older man, diagnosed in silence, too afraid to tell his children. He skips medication, avoids clinics, and spends his final years alone. Not because of the disease, but because of fear. These are just a few voices out of millions, each silenced not by the virus, but by the world around them. The intersection of poverty, illiteracy, gender roles, and taboo culture creates a perfect storm where HIV isn't seen as a medical condition, it's treated like a punishment. That needs to change. As a South Asian teen myself, I started noticing how even casual conversations around HIV/AIDS were filled with awkwardness or jokes. Sometimes it's silence, other times it's shame disguised as sarcasm. I remember one health class where someone asked a genuine question about HIV, and everyone either laughed or looked away. The teacher explained it as the victim's fault. They shouldn't have been so reckless. But that's not always the case, and that's how it hit me. How can we expect people to care when no one is even willing to talk? I've grown up in a culture where respect is everything, but that respect often disappears when someone is labeled as different. Whether it's about mental health, sexuality, or HIV/AIDS, anything taboo is treated like a secret to be hidden, not a problem to be solved. But silence has consequences. Stigma becomes a weapon, and I realized this isn't just a health issue, it's a cultural one, a human one. I don't want the next generation of teens to grow up afraid to ask questions. I don't want anyone to feel like their diagnosis makes them dirty or undeserving or invisible. That's why I started Mission Shakthi. Not just to spread awareness, but to create a space where dignity wins over discrimination, and where the truth can finally be louder than shame. Shakti means strength, and we spread strength through awareness. Mission Shakthi is an initiative dedicated to sharing real stories of people impacted by HIV/AIDS, debunking myths through short videos and educational posts, partnering with youth and organizations to build a more inclusive tomorrow. We believe awareness is the first step to action. Whether you're in South Asia or across the world, your voice matters. If you care about ending stigma and helping others feel seen, then join us. Follow, share, educate, and know this: you're not alone. With Mission Shakthi,